What is going on, guys, and welcome back. For today's video, we're going to talk about Valorant and more specifically Valorant's leveling system and how to basically get the agents and how to level up the battle pass fast so that you can basically achieve what you want in the game while it's still in its early phase. Okay, so my advice on Valorant's leveling system is 3 easy steps for you to be able to get the agents you want and level up the battle pass to get to the highest tier. The first step I have for you is very simple, and it is play games. Now, I'll go into a bit more further detail why just playing games is very important, and I'll explain how the XP works into you playing games and how much XP you can roughly average from getting per game. But it is as simple as that. Play games, play Spike Rush, play the unrated normal games. For one, like I said in my last video, that you need to hit 20 unrated games to be able to actually play competitively in Valorant. So if you're interested in playing competitively, then you need to actually play 20 games minimum to be able to actually unlock it. So my best advice for you for step 1 is play games and play as many games as you can and get as much XP as you can from the games. But step number 2 is a little bit more difficult than the first one, but it is focus on missions. Slightly more grindier, but very rewarding. As I said when Valorant first came out, missions are going to be one of the best ways to earn XP, and as you can see, it is just unbelievable the amounts of XP you can actually get from the missions, and it's as easy as play 10 games. Use your ability to 150 times, 200 times, and things that you are automatically going to do in games anyway, you are going to earn a lot of XP from. 12,000 XP from playing 10 games. Plus, within then 10 games, you'll average about 5,000 XP anyway in the games naturally, or maybe 4,500 XP. So in total, you're earning 16,000 XP roughly, and that's just from completing completing one game and completing the mission. If you're averaging 10 games and you're saying 4,000 XP, 4,000 to 5,000 XP every game, then you're talking 50,000, 40 to 50,000 XP through just playing games, and then the 12,000 you've got for focusing on missions. You're all of a sudden looking at like you're close to almost 100,000 XP, sorry, in just 10 games. Obviously, my maths is going to be a little bit like off here and there, so don't take this as like a 100% like accurate sums. But yeah, it's probably not even close to 100,000 XP. I think you're probably close to more like 70,000. But you get what I'm trying to say. Okay, so I want to go into how XP works before I go into the final step, because the final step isn't as much as a step; it's more advice. But without further ado, XP is based on how many rounds that you play in total. So whether it goes into overtime or if it goes into a 13-11 game, etc. Normally every game is 24 rounds. However, if you do go into overtime, then there will be the occasional odd few more rounds. But XP is based on how many rounds in total and how many rounds your team has won. So every round that you play is worth 100 XP and 100 XP only. So that means if you play 24 rounds, which is the maximum amount of rounds you can play before overtime, you will get 2,400 XP. If you win a game 13-1 and you've only played 14 rounds, you won't get as much XP. You'll only get 1,400. So the best way to actually multiply XP is to play more and more rounds. However, the rounds won by your team get multiplied by 200. So for example, if you play a round and win a round, you get 300 XP for that round. So you can work out the averages whether you think a game of 13-11 is better than 13-1. But for example, if you won a game 13-11, so 13 times 200 is 2,600 and 24 times 100 is 2,400. In total, that would give you 5,000 XP for one game. But that is only if you got it and you won 13-11. If you're going to win 13-1, and that is going to be the game, then you would have to do 13 times 200, which means you won 13 rounds, and 14 times 100, which would actually only give you a total sum of 4,000 XP. So as much as winning a game fast and 13-1 is like probably the quickest way you can win a game, yep, that's great, that's all good, but you'll get 1,000 XP less. So it sounds a bit strange, but the best way to earn XP is the closer the game gets, the more XP you're going to have. So like I said earlier, the average you'll get per game is 4,000 to 5,000 XP, I would imagine. Because if you're getting lower than 4,000, well, you've probably lost. Obviously, the aim is to win every game. You'd like to try and win every game. So I'd like to say the average is between 4,000 to 5,000, roughly. You may get a 3,800 XP game here, maybe 3,600. But like I say, it's averaging, in my games anyway, 4,000 to 5,000 XP. So like I say, if you're going off of that, the only other way to get XP is from daily missions. So again, focus on your missions. So like I said in step 2. But as I said, 4,000 to 5,000 XP, as I did like my weird little calculation earlier on in the video, that if you have that plus the missions, you're going to earn XP quick. Finally, step 3, or more importantly, advice 3, if you want to say it, is don't activate a contract for someone you want to get if you have already completed your daily missions. Otherwise, it will make the grind seem a hell of a lot longer. It will just make it drag out so much more. So, for example, if you want Cypher and you don't want to buy him, you want to earn him, you want to play through the games and earn him, it is in total a hell of a lot of XP to get to tier 5. I think, going off of what I've heard, or what I've seen as well with Valorant, I think it's 375,000 XP is needed to get to tier 5. Now that does sound like a hell of a lot. So the reason why I'm saying my advice is don't activate a contract for someone you want to get fast if you've already completed your daily missions, purely for the simple fact is if you've completed your daily missions and you then want to get this 300,000 XP out of nowhere, if you're earning 5,000 XP per game, that is going to take you a hell of a long time to activate to get that person very quick. If you want to get that person in a day or two, you aren't going to do that without using your contracts for that said person. So as I was saying, if you want Cypher, make sure you activate your contract for Cypher and complete every single daily mission you can while your contract is activated for Cypher. If you then want to stay on Cypher and earn your 5,000 XP, 4,000 XP per game and still grind it up very slowly, then that is all your choice. But what I've been doing is I've been grinding my daily missions for a agent that I would like, and then when I've done all my daily missions, I switch back to Sage to try and complete Sage up to tier 10, as I kind of like the pistol, and Sage is kind of like my main agent that I play as, to complete her. So what I do is, like I say, in between using my daily missions, I basically use them on, at the moment I think I'm using them on Viper. No, yes it is Viper. I'm using them on Viper to basically try and get her as quick as I can, but then I'm switching back to Sage once I've completed my my missions, so then I can just basically grind out Sage slowly, because I've already unlocked her. I don't need to unlock her. I'm just doing it as I want to get her to tier 10. But Viper I don't have, so that's the one I'm kind of prioritizing for the missions. So that is my advice, and I think that is the best way to actually get the agents quickest. So I hope that's answered a couple questions on the basis of like how the XP works and how to get the agents faster. Unfortunately, there is no other faster ways other than what I've explained in this video, or not that I know of. I believe that is quite literally it. What people need to realize, there is only 11 agents, so Riot Games weren't going to make it as easy as play 10 games to unlock an agent, as there is only 11, and to obtain every single agent is going to take you a little bit of time. So be a little bit patient in the fact that, you know, you aren't going to have every agent in the game by the end of the week. It's going to take you a little bit of time to actually play, unless you're playing something like 25, 30 games a day. Then if you're playing that, then more like props to you. You can grind out this game, and then fair play. That is your goal. And I'm sure they will be bringing out a double XP here and there, as a lot of games do that every now and again. But that is it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. I hope it did like answer a couple questions on the matter. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please leave a like. Please subscribe around here if you're new. And I will see you guys in the next video very, very soon.